Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nation Network. Mean Scheme here along with Jesse Labonte, and tonight we are going to have some more tremendous action for you here on the WWF Superstars of Wrestling exclusively on the Nation Network. Tonight, Jess, we are going to be looking at some talent we've never seen before on the Nation Network.
Yeah, well, we've got some names that I'm very excited to be introducing here tonight. Our first look at them here on the Nation Network. But we've also got some returning people. Some of them are fan favorites. Some of them I personally don't care for. But whatever the case may be, we've got some new talent showcasing it right here tonight.
No doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a heck of a night. It's going to be exciting. You won't want to miss a moment of it. We're going to kick things off right now by sending you up to the ring. And we're going to start it out with tag team competition featuring an all-new tag team here on the Nation Network. First time ever.
Can't wait. Let's get this thing started.
Weighing in at 221 pounds, Barry Howard Hicks.
All right, Barry Horowitz heading into the squared circle tonight.
Well, Horowitz not exactly the guy that we're thinking about, or the guys that we're thinking about. He's going to be in a tag team, however, with somebody making his debut here on the Nation Network.
Weighing in at 245 pounds, Peter Doherty.
As we take a look at Pete Doherty. Talk about a seasoned veteran, a man who has definitely run the ropes.
Well, Pete Doherty is definitely a tough guy. He knows his way around the squared circle. Doesn't have the most impressive win-loss record. I'll be the first to admit that.
Well, perhaps tonight tag team competition alongside Barry Horowitz. Perhaps that will change for them tonight. However, they're going up against a team making their debut on the Nation Network.
479 pounds.
Paul Roma and Jim Powers, the Young Stallions, making their debut here on the Nation.
Well, I know the fans like them. They're a couple of pretty boys. The ladies, of course, will like them just like they like me, but I'm ruggedly handsome. There's a difference. I don't have to worry about having a pretty face.
Indeed you don't.
Hey, watch it, man. I'll come over there and tighten your tie for you.
All right, the tag team division here in the World Wrestling Federation, second to none. And only going to be heating up more now that we've got the Young Stallions here. Jim Powers bringing them up, and Horowitz down with that tornado punch to the head, and again dropping a leg.
Well, you mentioned it right there, tornado punch to the head. That was a clinched fist. That is not a legal maneuver, and the referee, of course, says nothing about it, but you know how I feel about this official.
I know how you feel about almost all the officials.
Yeah, but you can't tell me I'm not justified with this one.
Roma just delivering the kibosh. Barry Horowitz pile driven straight into the mat. Back elbow nicely done as the Young Stallions continue. Very impressive first outing here on the Nation Network. There's a tag made. Double team once again by the Stallions.
Well, they're not going against exactly the top contenders, are they? Speaking of which, our main event tonight will feature the Tag Team Championship. It is on the line.
Indeed, not to bury the headline by any stretch of the imagination, but the Samoans, the Dynasty, will be putting those titles on the line tonight when they go up against the number one contenders, the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Nobody's going to take anything away from either one of those two teams. Either one could walk out tonight with the tag team titles, whether or not that'll be the Samoans retaining the title or whether or not that will be the Hart Foundation becoming the new tag team champions.
Tag made once again, another double team, and the Stallions have really done a great job of using that 5 seconds.
Well, 5, I think we've already crossed the 5-second plateau here.
Pete Doherty, welcome to the World Wrestling Federation. Irish whip. And that back elbow once again. And Roma got some words for Pete Doherty.
Well, what's he going to say to Pete Doherty right now? Doherty hasn't done anything.
Boot to the midsection, and now Doherty starting to fire up.
Well, it looks like the fire might be out already.
To the ropes he goes, and the two men collide. Oh, Roman just caught him with that one. Neck breaker, nicely done. Roma got caught. He was going to the ropes. And this time, Barry Horowitz sent crashing to the floor.
Well, I don't know that he was going to the ropes. You want to presume that, but Horowitz, I think he figured he was trying to take a shot at him.
And Doherty now dropping Roma into the turnbuckle. Could it be?
Well, that would have been a how do you do for your big debut. Although, hey, Doherty's got a debut here as well, right?
No doubt about it. First time ever on the Nation Network. Big right hand, and down goes Pete Doherty. Irish whip to the ropes he goes. Back out front. Caught him. Pops him up in the air, and Roma comes crashing down. Nice move right there by Horowitz.
Barry Horowitz almost pulled that one off. Nice attempt.
And now cross knee backbreaker, nicely done. Jim Powers really put together this young man.
Yeah, Jim Powers, clearly both of these guys. You got to give credit where it's due. Even I'll do that. And they don't miss many days in the gym just by looking at them.
There was a pile driver right there. Jim Powers. What's he got in mind here? To the ropes, back out front. Power slam, and he goes for the cover.
That might be it for Barry Horowitz.
Got the shoulder up off the canvas, but it took everything Horowitz had left in the tank. Another double team coming up here. What are they going to do here? Oh, my goodness. And again. Roma goes for the cover, hook and a leg. And just like that, the young Stallions are off and running here in the World Wrestling Federation with a big victory.
Well, you can say what you want about them, and I know you will. They spent a lot of time taking the guy off the apron that had nothing to do with it, minding his own business. If it were the other way around, you'd have said it was a cheap shot.
Well, it's tag team wrestling. I don't have to tell you.
No, you don't. but you often try to. That's the problem.
Here are your winners.
Tremendous debut right here for the young Stallions. Guaranteed we'll see more of these gentlemen in the near future here in the World Wrestling Federation. Stay with us. More action still to come on Superstars of Wrestling.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. Buy the board, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, fans, we are back and ready for more WWF Superstars of Wrestling.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 252 pounds, Rick Rude.
Well, the Ravishing One, Rick Rude, is here tonight, and he is ready to take on a challenger that is worthy. I'll admit that much, but I'm not a fan.
No doubt about it, making his return to the World Wrestling Federation after a reasonably long absence. To step in the ring for the first time in over a year and a half. Gonna go up against this man, the Ravishing One, Rick Rude. A battle between former Intercontinental Champions. As we get ready to welcome back to the World Wrestling Federation, the native of Tacula, Mexico, Tito Santana.
And his opponent from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 234 pounds, Tito Santana.
Well, Chico Santana's here, and the fans seem to be happy about it, but me personally, I'm not so thrilled about it.
Well, the fans definitely happy to see Tito back in action here. It has been a while.
Hey, is it just me, or has he stolen someone else's boots?
It does appear that he might have borrowed from the wardrobe department. Springboard off the ropes and that forearm shot to the head. That's a new wrinkle.
He caught Rick Rude with that one right between the eyes, and Rude's in trouble early on in this one.
Ravishing Rick Rude has had a series of grueling matches over the last several months in an ongoing feud. Tito Santana has been recharging his batteries for over a year now. As he drops that elbow with pinpoint precision. Santana has the crowd behind him here, no doubt about that one.
Well, it's not about having the crowd behind you. You think Ravishing Rick Rude gives a rat's rear end if the fans are cheering for him or for Santana?
I don't think Rick Rude cares about much.
Oh, he does. He cares about winning very much.
Member of the Heenan family is Ravishing Rick Rude. Noticeable by his absence as of late is the Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Well, you know, Bobby's a businessman. He's making business deals and he's checking on flights and things like that. I mean, he doesn't have to be ringside for every match.
You would think, look at this, Santana over the top rope! And just took out Ravishing Rick Rude!
Tito Santana, I can't believe what he just done. Chico going over the top rope.
That's Tito.
That's what I said, Chico.
And now the Ravishing Rick one in control. Power bomb on the floor. Santana's rocked.
They better take close care and pay attention to the referee's count because it's getting up there.
Ravishing Rick Rude just drove Santana across that knee one more time as he throws him under the bottom rope. And Rude and Santana will both beat the count back into the ring. Ravishing one has him up for the pile driver, and Santana may be done here tonight. Oh, and he kicks out the back door.
Chico is very lucky, in my opinion. I'm surprised he had enough left in the tank to kick out of that one. That was a pile driver that even Mr. Wonderful would have been absolutely honored by.
Ravishing Rick Rude thinks he's got this one under control. Turns his back to Santana, and you don't want to do that to the former Intercontinental Champion.
Well, Ravishing Rick Rude's a former Intercontinental Champion as well. Do you want to mention that?
I did mention that right from the get-go. I said a battle of former Intercontinental Champions.
Yeah, but you make it sound like it's all Santana. And now Chico over here in the corner kind of relaxing a little bit.
Santana grinding that headlock on the Ravishing one. Boot to the midsection, and now Santana taken down by Rick Rude, who's back in control of this. Caught the boot. Santana targeting that leg, and we know he'd like to hook up that figure four leg lock if given an opportunity. The Ravishing one fighting his way out of that hold.
Ravishing Rick Rude's going to have, in my opinion, the power advantage. Look at the way he's put together.
Well, indeed, Ravishing Rick Rude is chiseled. Santana coming on. There it is. The figure four leg lock. It might be over.
Ravishing Rick Rude's got to find a way to turn this over and reverse the pressure.
The referee is right there. And Rude is able to turn it around.
That puts all the pressure on the man applying the hold, and you can see Santana was grabbing his knee, his surgically repaired knee.
Oh, look at this. Ravishing Rick Rude. How humiliating. Santana looked like he was going for a flying neck breaker, but Ravishing Rick Rude was ready. Clothesline, Santana goes down.
Oh, give me a break. See that? Ravishing Rick Rude knows he's in control. He's got time to get down there and do a nice double bicep, and I'll tell you, look at this guy, the winner of the Jesse the Body Award, and it wasn't by accident.
Oh, and Santana busted open now with that boot. Ravishing Rick Rude. Oh, this could be the Rude Awakening. It is.
And that's all she wrote right there. Ravishing one's gonna score a big victory here tonight.
Indeed. Ravishing Rick Rude victorious over Tito Santana, who made his in-ring return here tonight. It was a tremendous matchup back and forth, but at the end of the day, Rick Rude with that Rude Awakening proving too much for Tito Santana.
Well, maybe Chico can go back into hiding for another year and a half.
He was not in hiding, and I doubt very much we won't see Santana coming right back from this match. Stick around, fans. More to come, including the tag team titles on the line. Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41. All right, fans, we welcome you back. It's time for another debut here on the Nation Network.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the Pacific Islands, weighing in at 220 pounds, Tonga Kid.
For the first time ever, the Tonga Kid is here on the Nation Network.
The Tonga Kid, really?
Indeed, the cousin of Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Take a good look at this young man. He is very impressive in that ring.
Well, he's a high flyer. He likes to take chances, much like his cousin. It'll be very interesting to see how he does, though, up against the new Intercontinental Champion in the Iron Sheik.
And his opponent from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 292 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Iron Sheik.
Well, the Iron Sheik taking that championship title away from the Ultimate Warrior in what was considered to be a shocker.
I wasn't shocked. I'm the man who predicted he was going to do it, but that's because I'm the man who calls it like it is.
Well, indeed, the body did make the prediction, and it did come true. Iron Sheik poised with that championship belt. He used those controversial boots to get the victory over the Ultimate Warrior.
You always want to bring up controversial boots all the time. That's all you got to talk about. How about this? How about the officials here in the World Wrestling Federation have checked into those boots and they're allowing him to wear them?
They may be allowing them, but that doesn't mean there isn't something going on there. And the Sheik early on using those boots going to the ribs of the Tonga Kid. This Tonga Kid's a high flyer. Given half a chance, you're going to see him going to the top rope. Death to fire, gravity to fire. Belly to belly suplex on the Intercontinental Champion. The title not on the line in this match, ladies and gentlemen.
Wouldn't matter if it were, because the Iron Sheik knows exactly what he's doing here, and he's going to end up making this young man's debut a night he'll never forget, but for all the wrong reasons.
That is one possible outcome. We'll have to wait and see. As the Iron Sheik now targeting the leg of the Tonga Kid.
Well, that's a smart move. If you can take away one of his legs, one of his knees, he won't be flying around so much, because you have to have that springboard ability.
Iron Sheik dropping him down. There's those boots being used in the corner. Where's the referee?
Oh, now you want to ask where the referee is, huh?
Sheik hooks the leg, gets a 2 count as the Tonga Kid slips out the back door. And now from the top rope, the Iron Sheik got caught. The Tonga Kid baited him in.
Well, I've got to admit, it does appear that he did do that. He got a couple of good shots in, but the Iron Sheik coming right back.
With that controversial boot right to the head, but look at the up kick. Oh, now the Tonga Kid with some choice words for the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I'm probably glad we can't hear what he said because I've got a funny feeling. Probably not a very well-behaved young man.
Iron Sheik right now is in complete control. Throwing the Tonga Kid back in under the bottom rope. At some point in time, the Iron Sheik is going to have to be ready. Oh, he's going for the camel clutch.
Well, the Tonga Kid has done his homework. He knew what was about to happen, and he managed to avoid it. Give credit for that one.
There's a big splash right down across the back of the Iron Sheik.
Now tell me again, who's losing a boot in the corner, who's choking who out?
Oh, the Tonga Kid's not wearing any boots.
Yeah, but he might have a hangnail or something like that that could definitely cause an infection on the Iron Sheik.
Give me a break, would you? Tonga Kid. Oh, what a move right there. Drove the Iron Sheik head first and now going up to the top rope. Could we see him fly? Yeah, he does. Hooks the leg. It'll be a major upset. And he only got two.
Very close right there. Now the Iron Sheik has to pay attention to what's going on.
Pop up Samoan drop, and it'll be a huge win for the Tonga Kid.
The Iron Sheik is not finished, not yet.
Comes off the ropes with a headbutt, nobody home, and now he is dazed. The Intercontinental Champion has been stunned in this match. Clothesline, and down goes the Tonga Kid. Russian leg sweep by the Iron Sheik, perfectly executed.
Well, you don't become the Intercontinental Champion, and keep in mind, he's been the World Champion, he's been the World Tag Team Champion, he's done it all here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Oh, he's also busted open the Tonga Kid. Blood flowing down the face of the Tonga Kid right now. Iron Sheik setting them up. Could it be the camel clutch? There's that boot to the head once again. Oh, look at this. Continuing to use those. I'm going to refer to them as a foreign object.
Foreign object, it's approved footwear. How do you want to call that a foreign object? Give me a break.
Belly to belly suplex. And the Iron Sheik is down here ringside. And now Tonga Kid targeting the left knee of the Iron Sheik here on the floor. They tie up. And now belly to belly suplex. Nicely done. Iron Sheik trying to roll out of the ring. Tonga Kid driving the Sheik head first. Comes off the ropes. Oh, there's that headbutt. This time it connects with the Iron Sheik.
How smart is that? The Tonga Kid has a head injury. He's spewing blood and he throws a headbutt.
And a belly-to-belly suplex, this time by the Iron Sheik, who is a master at the suplex. Oh, these two gentlemen back and forth. Once again, belly-to-belly. And this time it is the Tonga Kid. Iron Sheik in the corner. Tonga Kid caught him with a clothesline to the back of the head.
Well, I've got to be the first to admit I never thought the Tonga Kid would be this close to being in position to pull off a victory over the Iron Sheik.
Tornado pile driver, and he hooks the leg. Will that be enough? Here's two. He did it.
What?
The Tonga Kid pulls off an upset victory here on Superstars. That's how you make a debut.
Well, I've seen it all now.
Here is your winner, Tonga Kid.
Big victory for the Tonga Kid, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. More action to come. The tag team titles are on the line.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, it is time. Tag team title match. We take a look at the challengers. The Hart Foundation. Bret the Hitman Hart. Jim the Anvil Hart.
Well, the Hart Foundation have been in this position before. They've come up short when the title is on the line. They find a way to win the non-title matches. Now the question is, can they get over that hump and do what no one's been able to do for over a year now? And that is to dethrone the Samoan Dynasty.
Indeed, the Dynasty has been a dominant force here. Rikishi, Umaga, Yokozuna, and of course, The Rock.
Well, when you talk about the Samoan Dynasty, you take a look at the tag team champions right there. That dynasty does run very rich, very deep. As a matter of fact, you could even probably trace it back to the Tonga Kid, who we saw moments earlier.
Indeed. This Polynesian bloodline is very deep indeed. Going back to Samoans Apasika, the High Chief Peter Maivia.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 516 pounds, Jim Neidhart and Bret Hart's the Hart Foundation. And their opponents at a combined weight of 775 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions, Rikishi and Umaga.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the announcements are now done, and we are ready for action to commence. Tag team titles on the line here tonight. Time permitting, we have a co-feature event that will feature a returning superstar as well as one we have never seen here on the Nation Network before. Bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go.
Well, I'm just going to put it out there right now. Got to address the elephant in the room. That referee has been nothing short of miserable, in my opinion, and derelict in her duties over the last several weeks. I hope she can get her act together tonight and give us a fair match.
I think you're being very unjustified in your commentary because every official in every sport has made mistakes. It's a judgment call in the moment. But to single her out as being particularly bad at her job, I don't think that is fair.
Well, you might not think so, but I can tell you a lot of people in that locker room sure do.
And bear hug is applied. Umaga, if he would have done it a little bit later in the match, might have had more success, but the Anvil Jim Neidhart not about to submit. To your point, Jesse, the Hart Foundation have been in this position before, and it hasn't worked out for them with the titles on the line. They have beaten the tag team champions on a number of occasions in non-title matches. That is why they are back in this position here tonight.
Yeah, I just wonder how many opportunities do you get before they decide to move on to another team?
Back heel kick nicely done by the big man. Umaga just connecting with the jaw of Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Hard to believe a man that size can move the way he does. Makes it look fluid and simple, and it's not.
Anvil now with a boot to the back of the head. Comes over and makes the tag, and here comes the hitman Bret Hart. And now he's got it in there. Locking in that variation of a figure four leg lock.
Yeah, it's a bit of a combination between a figure four leg lock and inverted Indian death lock. But Umaga does it very well, puts a lot of torque on the knee, and now the hitman is in the wrong part of town.
And right to that point, he was fighting his way out, but caught a sucker shot from Rikishi. Look at the hitman in with a monkey flip. Nicely done. Follows it up with a tremendous clothesline.
Yeah, I don't know, that was a clothesline. Looked more like a forearm shiver to me.
The hitman thought he might have an opportunity there. He goes down and covers for one. Tag made now. Jim the Anvil Neidhart back into the match. The power man for the Hart Foundation. Hard to pick a power man when it comes to the tag team champions.
Well, there isn't one. They are both powerful and overpowering, really. I mean, Bret the Hitman Hart's going to have to work on speed and technique because he can't match strength with these two dudes.
Oh, quick tag is made as the hitman unable to maintain Umaga in the ring, and now Rikishi with a series of chops. And there's a big headbutt dropping the hitman. Rikishi down from the middle rope. This is not a good position for the hitman to be in.
Oh, and look at that, near 400 pounds right across the midsection. Rikishi's got to be weighing in over 300, wouldn't you think?
If not, he's awfully close to it. Umaga now going all the way up to the top rope. And the hitman baited him in. What's he going to do with him here on the floor? Umaga has him up. Power bomb on the apron. Oh no! He just swung him into the apron.
Wow, did you see the torque on that one? Umaga just racked him right up into the side of the apron, and I'll tell you right now, that is nothing but a steel beam.
The hitman now coming back, and he is not happy with the way things just went. Go for a pile driver. He connects. Umaga is dazed after the pile driver, and now the Hitman. Sharpshooter, perhaps.
If he gets this one on, we might have new tag team champions.
The Hitman, all in a save made by Rikishi. Looked like the Hitman was going for an abdominal stretch. Umaga having nothing to do with that one. Bret Hart out the back door. You can see that the Hitman is in trouble right now, in desperate need of making the tag. Rikishi, the legal man, could not hold him. The Hitman out the back door. Drops Rikishi with a reverse DDT.
Yeah, but the Hitman's nowhere near 100%. He was trying to make the tag over to Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He couldn't even get over there in time.
Rikishi, once again, oh no!
Bottoms up.
Tag is made. Rikishi tagging out to Umaga. And Umaga once again with that leg lock cinched in on the Hitman Bret Hart.
You know, that's smart for two reasons. Number one, he's wearing down Bret the Hitman Hart. Number two, if those knees get taken. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, the Hitman reversed it. He was getting ready for the spike. There's a tag made to the anvil. Cross body block, and now the Hart Foundation starting to take over this one. Umaga's got Jim the Anvil Neidhart over the shoulder. And there's that Samoan driver. Hooks a leg. Jim the Anvil Neidhart down for two, and a save.
Well, as I predicted before, the referee's starting to lose control. Can't maintain two men in the ring so we can have a fair outcome.
Umaga once again, this time that spike connecting. The Hitman gonna have to make the save, and he does. The Hart Foundation. They knew there would not be an easy road. If they're going to take the tag team titles, they were going to have to go through the most dominant tag team we've had in the World Wrestling Federation in a number of years. And now the Hitman Bret Hart. He's got him in that sharpshooter, and he cinches it in. He tapped out. We've got new tag team champions.
Are you kidding me?
Bret the Hitman Hart was able to get him to submit before Rikishi was able to make the save. We take a look at the replay. Ladies and gentlemen, history made here tonight on Superstars of Wrestling.
I can't believe what we're seeing here right now. This is unbelievable to me.
That Samoan driver thought for a moment it might be over. Finally, the Hart Foundation managed to overcome the Samoan Dynasty and become the new World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. Stick around, we'll be back with one more match.
Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, it's already been a hell of a night here to kick things off at Saturday Wrestling at its finest as the superstars of professional wrestling coming back out. We're about to see, for the first time ever on the Nation Network,
Making his way to the ring from Oak Park, Illinois, weighing in at 244 pounds, Gene S.
the genius Lanny Poffo, making his Nation Network debut.
Well, I'll tell you right now, when I heard that the Genius was going to be here tonight, I was very excited because, you know what? We've never had him on the Nation Network before, and that's long overdue, and now it comes to an end.
I've got to say, the genius really considers himself to be just that, smarter than everybody else.
Well, you can do that when you are.
And his opponent making his long-awaited return.
Texas, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Tornado, Kerry Von Erich.
The Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. We've not seen him here in the Nation in a number of years.
Well, indeed, the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich going up against the Genius. Both of these guys making their returns or debut, depending who you want to talk about, here in the World Wrestling Federation on the Nation Network. Personally, I just think that the Genius is going to be too smart.
Kerry Von Erich is an accomplished superstar, no doubt about that. A most impressive track record. This young man, of course, out of Texas. A legendary wrestling family name is the Von Erichs.
Well, don't you think the Poffo name is legendary as well?
Absolutely. The great Angelo Poffo, the father of the Genius, who comes up with a Russian leg sweep and now goes for a quick cover and barely getting that one count. Inverted atomic knee drop, nicely done, and now the Tornado with a scoop up in the air brings him over to the turnbuckle and head first into the top turnbuckle, and now the Genius in trouble early on. Going up to the top rope, Kerry Von Erich has something in mind.
I don't know, it's a lot of real estate to cover.
He did, with that axe handle right down into the head. Terrific suplex right there by Von Erich. Nicely done. And a big right hand drops him right where he lies. And look at this. Irish whip, the Genius over the top rope, and to the floor he goes. These two men battling it out here ringside. Neckbreaker by Kerry Von Erich. The Texas Tornado starting to get the momentum.
Well, he's starting to build a little bit of momentum. I agree with that. But the Genius, he's probably just thinking 3 steps ahead. He's an excellent chess player.
Well, if he is, he better show it here tonight, because right now it has been all Kerry Von Erich. Big clothesline, down goes the Genius. Oh, there's a clothesline, and Von Erich sent crashing to the floor.
What did I tell you? He was thinking 3 steps ahead, and that's why he's back in the driver's seat.
I don't know how much of that driver's seat he's acquired yet. Back body drop by the Tornado, and now the Genius on the receiving end one more time. Oh, nice drop kick right there by the Genius, right to the face.
One of the best drop kicks you'll ever see anywhere this side of jumping Jim Bardzell.
And Von Erich just got dropped into the top turnbuckle as he collapses. Lanny Poffo starting to gain the advantage in this one. Roll up and look at this into a Boston Crab. He's got him. The Tornado, all he's got to do is reach to the bottom rope. It's right there.
Yeah, but Lanny had it in deep, and he was keeping him from getting to those ropes.
Irish whip once again dropped down. Comes up with a back elbow. And the Texas Tornado down one more time. The Genius in control right now. In the past, we have seen the Genius managing people, the likes of a Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Do you think he might have any plans for perhaps managing somebody here?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but whoever it is will be a top. Oh, wait a minute, he's been busted open. That was a clenched fist right there by the Tornado, and it busted open the Genius.
The blood indeed flowing as the Texas Tornado continues to unload on the Genius here ringside. With that blood spewing. And we know that Kerry Von Erich's going to want to apply. Oh, just a moment. That was a cheap shot.
That was a get-even shot is what I would call it. The man hit you with a clenched fist, busted you open, so you give him what we call a receipt.
Referee couldn't have disqualified him for that move.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been about right?
And now Genius hooking the leg. Will that be enough? We know that Kerry Von Erich would love nothing more than to get that claw hold applied. The two men collide here. Now face first into the canvas he goes. Von Erich follows it up with a knee to the back of the head. And now the Genius in trouble.
Right now, the Genius is already thinking ahead. I can see the wheels turning.
I see him getting dropped with shot after shot.
I think you mean clenched fist after clenched fist is what you're trying to say, because that's all I'm seeing.
Von Erich now using the bottom rope for some added leverage. Goes for the cover. The Genius shoulders are down for two, and he almost got three. What a night of professional wrestling action it has been, ladies and gentlemen. History made here on Superstars of Wrestling. Returning superstars, debuting superstars, including the Genius. Once again, goes for the cover and hooks the leg. Thinks he's got enough. Von Erich out on two. And now the Genius goes to the eyes. Breaks the eyes with the boots.
Well, that's just tit for tat, in my opinion, right now. The Genius can't see very well because of the blood flowing down his face. And there he goes, right to the eyes.
Kerry Von Erich now in a compromised position. Poffo rolls him over, hooks a leg, thinks he might have him. Let's see if he's right. There's two. He got almost.
This referee, that's a slow count. That should have been a 3 count right there.
Neckbreaker nicely executed, and I will disagree with the body once again. That count was perfectly in tune. from the top rope and down. The Genius comes raining down with that big axe handle across the head of the Texas Tornado. And Von Erich with an answer. Flying drop kick by the Texas Tornado.
Well, right now the Texas Tornado is starting to fire up and he's starting to get the opportunity. The question is, will he be able to make the most of it, and will he be able to put away this man?
Well, the Genius has absorbed a lot of punishment thus far, just continues to come back for more. You can see the toll it's taken on both of these men, sweating profusely. There's that discus knockout punch, and that could be all she wrote.
Yeah, clenched fist, give me a break already.
Referee was standing right there.
Yeah, what referee is that again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Flying elbow drop by the Genius. Not on target, but he caught him in the back of the head. Now choking him out right in front of this official.
Yeah. Now you want to talk about the official doing their job. A moment ago, you were perfectly fine with it.
Some big right hands to the head, and the Genius is going to pull out the victory.
Finally, a little bit of justice being had here in the World Wrestling Federation. It's about time.
Once again, I will disagree. I think that the matches have been called right down the middle.
Here is your winner, Genius.
As I predicted, the Genius is victorious here tonight. Always a step ahead of his opponents.
Well, he doesn't look like a victor, but he is. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week for more Superstars here on the Nation Network.